Yeah. Dude, it's kind of funny. I wanted to creep you guys out in a different way. And I knew that was why I had to be patient about this video. Right off the bat, I just like to show you that as a base. Okay, so that's our base right here. We already know about this base. Okay. Got some persona tactica. So I like to start out, just kind of like, handing you a cookie. Here's your little cookie, Here's your cookie. Okay. Okay, there's your cookie. All right. But the idea that's making things actually creepy and scary, there's many ways that things just come off, creepy and scary, right? So I wanted to say something, okay? Stomper. That's my code name. Get to know Stomper, okay? Start to get to know who Stomper is. I even try to cut that out so you see the face. See that face? Get to know who Stomper is, okay? Get to actually know who Stomper is. See how that is? That's pretty crazy too, right there too. So that's why we were showing this, okay? So the idea behind talking about Stomper has been probably just like one of the biggest challenges. It's just been a huge challenge about talking about Stomper. Because, sometimes a person's brain quits really quick, okay? Like it just quits. Like the idea of them seeing something out of this world or seeing like a huge, massive project, okay? It doesn't like get to them, It doesn't get inside or the idea of how it could happen or what it is. But sometimes I even use like stupid things that you should know about, like Dark Magician Girl. Dark Magician Girl, the way that they portray Dark Magician Girl when they gave you an easy example of showing you Toon Dark Magician Girl. Okay. So I also like to show off the easy ideas because guess what? The stupid ideas can be just as crazy and just as scary as the other ideas, right? So think about it. Think about right now what you've actually known that's happened, okay? Think about this. You got to think about this, okay? So you got to start to think about this also. It looks like the head's being eaten right there, doesn't it? Looks like a head being eaten. But you got to think like this, okay? Try and think like this. They remade Resident Evil 4. Okay, so they remade the game. And when they remade the game, it's there's a whole entire idea because, we're talking about money. How crazy is it seeing the frown when I showed you the frown and then seeing the frown again, right? So seeing the frown right here. But the whole idea that comes with Stomper, okay? Because, like, if you actually love something, okay, if you actually, like, love and, care about something, and then you've seen something that and you think of something that's valuable and worth somebody's time, and you find something that's valuable and worth somebody's time, okay? It gets me a little unsettled because it's kind of like a, have you played Yoshi's Story? See? Have you played Yoshi's Story? Yeah, you've played Yoshi's Story, right? Oh, okay. Yeah. So, there's a whole entire cuckoo, like a cuckoo caucus going around. We got knees right here, down on your knees. We all know who gets down on her knees. We know that. I've tried to make that as easy as I can. But in case you need a little bit of a jolt, you can just look at the stars, right? Look at the stars. Look at the stars. Yeah, and if you need any more for some reason, how many Yu-Gi-Oh cards are there printed with stars on them, right? Am I right? Yeah, I'm right. What about Staryu? Okay. So maybe there was a whole thing that was making me, it did blow my brain a long time ago too, of like this year, like a little bit was that I was showing you this Misty stuff. Okay, so I was showing you stuff on Misty in Shadow of Colossus, and that stuff was like making me go like, oh, okay, because you know the very first season of Pokemon, Misty, right, and Ash catch him. See, like some, you know, people that are like, you know, voicing over for shows too, because they're actually humans voicing over a character and developing a character of a show. Yeah, but that's been my whole kind of bind thing that goes into like even like showing you like this right here. See, look at that. We got, isn't that, dude? Dude. You wonder how much they'd make you sound like a madman. Well, how about they take 3 of my ideas, okay? 3 of my ideas. Did you hear that? 3 ideas I've been trying to explain to people, okay? 3. And show you different ways. Then they actually make you shiver. You know? You get to shiver. Because that's 3 of my ideas. And you're like, how's that 3 of your ideas? Well, I'll show you. Cut. Right? Cut. Here's where we get to the crazy part. You ready for this? So why did we cut that all? Why did we cut this? When you see through my eyes, you're going to be shocked. See, we cut this, we cut that, because you've seen a lot of this. You've looked at the edge of a Mario 64 cake. You've looked at a lot of things that I've shown you. Okay, so we cut this. It doesn't help that we have this over here too, you know. Thin body thing like this, where I have that right there. This should be, you think I'd be going that way, but I'm also going with the idea of like, look at this. See that right there? And we go all the way across there. So, Bratz, right? Yeah, Bratz. Oh my gosh, a Bratz movie. You know what I'm saying? A Bratz movie. The designs, dude. The designs. The designs behind Stomper. Oh gosh, you know, stomping. You know, if you piece something together, though, it does make sense when you piece something together, and I'll tell you why it makes sense when you put something together and you make something to show you how creepy it can be. The thing that pieces it together is when you're just watching a Lady Gaga music video and they're stomp dancing, right? So there's a thing that's happening, you know? There's something that's happening, okay? It's kind of crazy to see Connection here too, right? Because I just showed you Connection like yesterday, but seeing Connection like that. I thought too, like, this is like the thought process, because whenever I make a video, it has to be a video that, you know, has something to it. And when I make a video, I kind of like the idea behind this video is the thing that I like about this video too, is just showing you scary is always evolving, dude. It's always evolving, buddy. Little pals. It's always getting scarier. It's always getting better. You know? It's getting there, man. It's just always there. They're always thinking of new ways to do it. You know? Try and relook at, do me a favor too. You don't even have to like look at video games for this. Try and like go to yourself and see like the old layouts that they had for Best Buy, because they were really cool. The layouts for Best Buy. Do you get what I'm saying? They had different layouts for different Best Buy stores. And then think about that. Okay. You know, what's a common job, you know? Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that, right? Yeah, look at that. Look at that, right? Next to that. Yeah. Pop scare. But But the layouts too, because I know that you know this profession. If you have somebody that's nice enough to tell you about a profession that you can learn and study, there is a profession where you can learn to draw out maps. Yeah, there's where you blueprint maps and you draw maps before a building is built, right? Before your building's built and all that. There is blueprint drawings, and people do, as a career, go out and they make drawings of blueprints. I often thought too, like just seeing this happy thing skip and skip and skip and, do its little skip thing and doing this over and over again. Midna, right? Midna. Yeah. I often thought about previous cartoons and previous content, right? When we speak of something like Midna, right? And I always thought to myself about this was, remember the guy that's like he's pretty intelligent. He hacked a system and he's singing Coca-Cola, like he's singing the theme to Coca-Cola, like he's singing his little Coca-Cola song thing, and he was like doing that. And I know like the love that people have for Pokemon, I know the love that they have for Pokemon. I see it. I see the love that people have for Pokemon. But like, I thought to myself, gee, he's one person, right? He's one person. He's one individual, right? But he's going to, he's different. He's different in our hemisphere. He's a different person, right? So he's gonna view stuff in a different way, okay? And that was pretty crazy to me, because the craziest thing about that was I was like, oh, just a little slight chance of it, just a little slight chance that they take these cartoons, these old cartoons, right? They make you some kind of cartoon that's just, fun to watch or something, right? But somewhere there's somebody with a master plan. There's always somebody with a master plan. And the drive behind people is, finding master plans, right? Because when you find like the actual plan of what made the person cash, what made them money, what got them actually somewhere, right? That's kind of like the drive I've had. I've had this drive that to accept my flaws, okay? To accept stuff I'm like, I could do this a little bit better. I could do that a little bit better, okay? And I've thought to myself, there's a lot more I need to pay attention to. You're always paying attention to stuff. Football, you're always paying attention to something, right? Something you're seeing, There's something you're seeing. You're seeing even how relationships go, right? Yeah, you've seen how relationships go now, yeah. If I see like upside down face again and again and again and again and again, I'm going to point it to you, right? Yeah, I'm just going to point it to you. Yes, I am. Dude, my head's contingency, I'm trying to tell you, my head's contingency, while it may not be like to where it needs to be at times, right? That does not even come remotely close to the ideas that I'm going to show you. Because believe it or not, when I just showed you this, I'm like, they need to see some stuff, You guys need to see some stuff.